Hello everybody, I'm GD Swords and welcome to another video. So in this video today I am going to be just mining and then just going to be chatting as well. I felt like making a video today for the first time in a very long while. Yeah, it should be good. So before I go mining I need to get outfitted out really. I need some torches, so let's get some wood. Gonna need some more wood than that. So I need into planks, into sticks. Alright, let's make some torches. Let's just put all this stuff back. Don't need that. I'll take 2 stacks of torches and the rest of them can stay here. Alright, let's play on peaceful as well because I don't really fancy doing anything crazy. So, yeah, obviously you'll probably recognize that this is not the single player world that the Let's Play was played in. This is my own personal world on the computer I got after the last Let's Play video was recorded back in 2017, about 4 years ago now. And I remember where we left off, I was going to be building an Enderman farm, which I actually think I started doing. I don't remember if I actually got it finished though, because I haven't played in that world for over 3.5 years now, I don't think. But ever since I got this computer, I started playing in this different world. I haven't done anything particularly crazy in it. I did have one more survival world before this, but it hasn't been touched since 1.13 because basically I was just not enjoying it. Not going to delete it, of course, because it's, you know, it's the first world of this PC, but yeah, I don't think I'll be visiting yet. So regardless, I created my new worlds, and I've been enjoying this one thoroughly so far. So obviously I don't have any subscribers. It's always stayed around 20 subscribers in total. But if anyone is genuinely interested in knowing about me, then yeah, I'm GD Swords. I am currently 21 years old. I started making videos when I was 13. My first video has over 5,000 views, I believe, and it was a tutorial for Keralis' village house that he first built back in Hermitcraft Season 1, back in 2012. And that was the very first introduction I had to Hermitcraft as well. So I met a lot of the hermits that I enjoyed. And it's really funny actually because a lot of the Minecraft YouTubers that I used to watch individually, a lot of them have actually joined Hermitcraft as well. So Tango Tech, I used to watch him when he did his original single player world. Etho, I've been watching Etho for nearly 10 years now. He's the only content creator I can actually just watch, and you know, he makes me smile every single time. Ooh, diamonds, that's a good sign. Oh, do I want to? Oh, I might leave this for now. Yeah, so let me turn the dynamic lights off because I'm gonna mess this up otherwise. Yeah, so what was I saying? I was watching Hermitcraft. I've been watching it since Season 1. And Keralis was the first hermit I was introduced to. And slowly I got introduced to the others. So Monkey Farm, who I'm actually on his Patreon server as well, so I've got that special connection with him, and you know, a lot of his videos have really inspired me as well, and got me through a lot of times. So I'll always be grateful for Monkey Farm's videos as well. As well as that, Etho, I've already mentioned. He's a hermit. I mean, Monkey Farm isn't a hermit anymore. He left just at the beginning of Season 4. Yeah, Azuma, I've been watching Azuma since Season 2. Hypno, I've been watching for years. I really enjoy his modded playthroughs. If you really like advanced modded Minecraft, Hypno's a really good content creator to watch for that. Yeah, so a lot of these guys are the ones that I've kind of influenced me in how I play the game. Yeah, it's crazy. But regardless, I still watch most of these guys now anyway, after all these years. But in all of this time, I just, kind of lacked the motivation to make videos myself. Well, for a couple of reasons. But firstly is because, I didn't really have a good computer to record with, so I would never took particular interest in making it. I mean, I did, but I never made any good quality videos that people would actually enjoy watching, especially now by today's standards. Everything's, 1440p, 60 FPS, and I just didn't have the hardware for that. I barely got 30 FPS, let alone, 60. But I got a good computer now, but each Minecraft update is slowing it down. Thanks a lot, Mojang. But even still, making the videos has always felt more of tedium than anything, as opposed to, something that I enjoy doing. But today I just kind of got the urge to do so. I'm recording it right now, it's like 11 o'clock at night, and I just needed to wind down. So for the last few years I've been at uni, and I would say I've done a very good job at keeping on top of everything. I'm a final year student now. I study digital technologies, and the current module I'm doing is my second module of the year, second out of 4, and I've pretty much finished the module 3 weeks early, which is unbelievable. So I'm very good with my time management and organizational skills. But because I've been working so hard trying to get everything done so soon, I didn't want to break that. It's fine. But because I've been working so hard getting everything done, I needed to wind down. So over the last few days I've been studying until, around this time every night, and it's been very hard, to be honest. I have worn myself out numerous days in a row just because I couldn't wind down. I had a hard time waking up. But today I felt like I needed to wind down. I wanted to play a game that I really love, and I actually wanted to make a video as well, just because I enjoy it sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. So that's where I'm at the moment. So just chatting and mining, really. That's all I'm doing. And I've noticed over the last few years that when people, particularly Minecraft YouTubers, if they make Let's Play videos, it's like, they have to get an entire mega project done in a single episode, and I just think that is so unrealistic. They release 20-minute videos, and it's like, here, I have made this 50,000 block structure for you to see for 2 seconds of the video. Now on to the next thing. It's like, you don't really get to see the process behind it, so it kind of leaves the belief that it's realistic, kind of leaves it behind. And that's something I've always really enjoyed about some of the old school Minecraft Let's Plays, is that it showed everything. This showed the grind and what it took to build stuff, which you don't really get particularly anymore in Minecraft videos. And if you do, it's not good. It's not going to be on any big channels. It's going to be on small channels, like Dataless. I watch Dataless a lot. He hasn't made a video for a little while, but all of his videos are so they are old school Minecraft Let's Play in style. But I really love that, and it's something I've always really enjoyed. I love watching the grind behind it, because it makes me feel like if I can see these people who I look up to as my inspiration doing the same stuff that I do, then it makes me feel much more capable and confident of doing it as well. Whereas if I see a video of a mega structure being built in a single sitting, it's like, no one's got time for that, really. I mean, with me, I've got a job and I've got uni and I've got a lot of studies and I've got my own responsibilities and stuff to manage as well. And I want to play sometimes, but I can't do it because instead I'm busy. So if I ever play the game, I have to play it in really small chunks. So seeing these giant mega structures being built in such a small amount of time makes me feel like, oh my gosh, I'm either really bad at the game or I just don't dedicate enough time to it. And I think it's probably the latter, because if I dedicated more time to it, I'm sure I could get more done. But the thing is, I don't want to burn myself out with the game either. So that's one of the things I like to do, is just keep it varied. Also, recently I've been playing with a friend pretty much every week. Once a week we get together online and we play a game. We do have a Minecraft server together. I mean, we have done since 2013 anyway. But we've gone through a few worlds in that. But recently we've been playing a lot of other games. So we've done Phasmophobia recently. That was really cool with the Nightmare update, with everything they added. Really enjoy playing that game as well. It's a shame though that the ghost always seems to target me. Like, why me? I have higher sanity than my friend, right? And I've got all the equipment, and I was the one who bought it all, and I take it all with me, and then as soon as I walk in the house, oh, the ghost starts hunting, I hide, he hides closer to the ghost and is making whispering noises, and who gets caught? Me! I just think, you know what? This game is rigged. I don't really think that, but it's amusing but slightly annoying as well, because every time I only get money from insurance of a photo that he takes of my dead body in Phasmophobia. So all of my dead body insurance just goes straight into buying the equipment that I'm inevitably going to lose again, because the ghost is going to hunt me first again. Honestly. But having a variety of playing the other game, Phasmophobia, and having a variety of doing all that, makes it so that whenever I do come back to Minecraft, it's quite fresh and interesting for me again. But at the same time, I've got a lot of projects that I want to do, but I don't have the time nor motivation to do it a lot of the time as well. So strip mining is just a simple thing I can do, because I'll get resources and it's pretty, relaxed. Although having said that, over the last few years they made so many changes to the game that I haven't even been able to explore all the new features they've added. So 1.16, I've barely explored anything that came out in 1.16 in the Nether update. I've used, I don't even know, probably less than one mechanic from that game, from that update. I've only ever used mechanics from that update on the multiplayer server I've got with the friends, but apart from that, I've not used anything. And I think same thing in 1.15 as well with the bees. I barely did anything. With the village and pillage update, I've barely done anything. Even 1.13, the update Aquatic, I barely did anything with it. I don't know, maybe I'm just a Minecraft old head now. I just played my playstyle is so old school that I'm not used to it at all. But I would really like to get into everything, because 1.18 is going to be out soon, and that's going to be pretty cool. But at the same time, how many features in that update am I just going to be excited to see but never try? It's probably going to be quite a lot. Sad to say, but oh well. And even though I've made videos for the 1.9 update, I didn't do, besides what I showed in the old Let's Play videos, I haven't done any end city raiding. I actually haven't killed the dragon since then, apart from with a friend. I tried to use the elytra, but as you saw in the video, I tried to fly, and I was mashing the space bar, and the wings wouldn't deploy, and I fell into the void and I lost them immediately, and all my good gear. So that kind of killed the motivation to do that, and you know, that came out, when was that, 2016 I think, so nearly 6 years ago that update came out, and I've barely played with the mechanics in that. Mechanically I'm probably still close to 1.8 minus the slime box, you know, so I'm proper old school I am in how I play this game. But I think that's one of the great things about it though, is that it's so versatile in how you can play. You know, I've been playing this game since 2012, I think. And I love it. It is my favourite game ever. It's the best. It is the best game ever. I'm hoping though that I will, I don't know, get around to eventually trying out the mechanics that the game actually provides, because it's got some really cool ones. And there's a lot of cool stuff I want to try and do. Mostly I want to design stuff, but I'm not a very good designer. You know, I want to design my own auto brewing system. That seems like a project that's been really cool to do for years. I've got some stones melting there. But I've never gotten around to doing it because I don't take advantage of any of the mechanics, because I'm so old school. Look at this, I still live in a wooden house. Who lives in wooden houses in Minecraft anymore? Me, that's who. Anyway, let's go back down. Let's keep mining. Anyway, we'll go back to me. So, yeah, 21 now. Made my first video at 13. Yeah, I'm a student. I'm in my final year at uni. And I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do afterwards. You know, I feel like I've got probably 4 options of things I could try. First one being getting a new job in the industry. Second one would be getting a master's degree. Third would be getting a teaching qualification. And then the fourth thing I would do would be completely switch my career and go to an acting school and start trying to get into film and cinema and stuff. You know, I'm really into movies, and you know, I really love talking about them. And some of my favorite movies, you know, Empire Strikes Back, The Dark Knight, Indiana Jones, you know, all of these movies are so good. The original Spider-Man trilogy I love. You know, I mean, recently, I mean, well, I don't live too far from a cinema, so we get to go fairly regularly. We've got a membership there, so we can see them at good prices. But yeah, I think movies is something that I really, really enjoy. So that's something that I would be considering going into at some point in the future. If, you know, if life works out that way, and if that's God's plan for me, but otherwise, you know, we'll just do what we gotta do, you know? I think eventually I'd love to be able to, you know, make videos more, and maintain the motivation to do so as well. But ultimately I just only felt like making a video today because it was the sake of making a video today, and I needed to wind down from all the stress of university. You know, I'm only 3 weeks in, and I've done my end of module report already, so I'm probably just going to be submitting that as soon as the submission link is open. But we're off to a good start this year as well. So based on how the grades are calculated, I'm guaranteed a 2-1 in my degree anyway, which is amazing. But for the first module of this last year, I got a first overall, and I'm hoping to get another first this year in this module. If I can do that, then I only need one more, and then I'm guaranteed the first class degree, which would be insane. I don't think I'd really be doing that, but you know, it's not about what we think we can do, it's about what we actually can do. Thinking is only half of it, doing is another part. So yeah, we'll see. I'm going to be working very hard though to get everything done to a good standard, finished early. We have a final year project to do as well, so if I can finish my submission this year early for this module, I'm going to be starting my final year project to try and get it all done over Christmas. If I could do that, then I'll be able to take some time off during that period, and then I've got one module and then the final year project module, which the project will be done by that point, and then I just need to do the documentation for it. So 6 weeks to do some documents is, I don't know, it seems pretty alright to me. I'm not going to knock it. So yeah, but so far I would say that the third year has been smoother than the second year. You know, studying from home during COVID season has been awful. My second year was the worst educational experience I ever had since sixth form. And to be fair, it was probably worse than sixth form, but just because of how we were treated as individuals. I had a really awful module last year, and let's just say most of us failed. I didn't, but I've noticed each year that we've been studying there, the number of students in our group has halved each year. So we started off the first year with roughly 50 students, then the second year we were down to around 25, and now this year we're down to 12. So not good, but you know, hey ho, I'm persevering, and God knows I'm gonna get it done. You know, I ain't gonna be messing around. I think generally people have a tendency to underestimate me. So one of my goals in life is to prove everyone else wrong, that you should not underestimate my ability, because that's not coming from a place of pride, that's coming from the fact that I know I am good at whatever I set my mind to. And if I'm not good at it, I'll learn how to do it. And you know, I'm not saying that to boost my own ego or whatever, but at the end of the day, I am good at... I don't know. I've noticed people do have a tendency to underestimate me. I want to show them what I can do. I don't know. I've got this like unshakable feeling that I need to tell the world I can do stuff. So yeah, I've got ambitions. Speaking of which, one of my ambitions is to I want to do well. I do want to be successful in what I do. You know, and if I ever do go to, you know, acting or whatever, and I do get like a movie role or something, and I get paid a fair amount, I want to keep going with that momentum, because what I actually plan to do is eventually get something set up in my city where I'm from. I want to set up some sort of funding or some sort of charitable foundation to help people going through homelessness in my city. I feel like that's God's calling for me. You know, I want to be successful, but I want to be able to provide the means to do something like that, to address the homelessness in my city, because it keeps growing. That's my ambition. And I want to do it well also. So, you know, whichever direction my life goes, one of my ambitions is to make sure that I can serve my city in a way that God wants me to serve it. And show the world, you know, I can... that there is good in the world. You know, I want to do something good. And I want people to see the good as well, and then hopefully inspire them to do something good for their neighbours. Sounds like a pipe dream, but I do feel like that is something I'm led to do. So yeah. So everyone out there who's listening to this, don't underestimate me, because I know what I can do, and I know what I need to do. And right now, what I need to do is do everything well, including strip mining. So yeah, I've made quite a few clips tonight. One of them was in my creative world, and I made basically like a small tour of the creative world, which I didn't intend to do. I actually intended to start building something random and just go with the flow. But I ended up giving a tour of my creative world, which isn't amazing, but it's okay. There's a few things in there. There is stuff I'm proud of in there. You know, some of my own inventions. Yeah. But no, instead, after I recorded that clip, I left it on like a, you know, like, oh, I'll be back. I'll be right back after this clip or something. That's how I ended it off. But then afterwards, I just quit the world, and I felt like recording this instead because, I don't know, it's easier to get on with, I suppose. Oh, I don't even know how far I'm supposed to be going. Let's dig this out. Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to make a video today. I felt like it. I actually enjoyed making the video today. You know, learning how to use my streaming software and actually using my Blue Snowball microphone for once. I got that mic about 5 years ago. It was a birthday gift, but I only used it for a couple of my videos. Switched back to the headset, but my headset is going through a weird thing at the moment. It's like, so the way my headset works is that the audio comes out in the left and right speakers based on the direction the microphone is pointing. So if it's pointing towards my face or away from it, because it's supposed to be that you can wear your headset in either direction, either way around, and the audio will work fine. But the audio is backwards. I don't know what happened. I think it was a driver update. It seems to have switched the left and right audio channels. So if I have my microphone in front of me and I hear a noise on my left, it's actually something coming from the right. And it's gotten me killed in Minecraft a few times because I hear a creeper sizzling on my left and I go to run to the right. I actually run towards the creeper and it kills me. It's happened a few times in Phasmophobia as well, when I've accidentally pointed my microphone slightly too far forward and it switches the audio channels, and I hear a ghost in one side, so I run away from it, but I end up running towards the ghost because the audio is on the wrong side. I don't know why that happens, but yeah. I mean, the headphones, they work fine themselves. I just have the microphone on the headset that I'm wearing right now. I just got it pointing slightly backwards so the audio channel's working correctly. But technical problems, right? Even though I'm studying a digital technology course, doesn't mean I know how to fix it. I looked up a solution, and believe me, if I could have found one, I would have tried the solution. But it doesn't matter. What matters is, I don't know. A lot of stuff matters, a lot of stuff doesn't. I'll tell you what does matter though. Doing something you enjoy. I have to say, despite all the hardships I had in my course in the second year, I am enjoying my degree. The second year was definitely not good. Bar one module, because we were able to go on campus. But I didn't enjoy it. But this third year, oh my gosh, it's going well. So well. You know, and I hope it hasn't peaked too soon, because I want the next module to be good, which is going to be project management. And you know, I'm not really all that into project management, but I want to enjoy myself, and I want to enjoy the time I have there, because I'm going to be finishing mid-April. You know, so it's only going to be another 6 months and I'm done. But for the most part, I think, yeah, for the most part, I have this feeling that I'm going to be alright. You know, 2020 and 2021 was a really hard time for me. Really, really hard time for me. But I'm persevering the best I can with what I have. You know, in The Dark Knight, Jim Gordon says to Harvey Dent, he does the best he can with what he has. And to be honest, as the year has gone on, I've really related to that. It sounds weird because it's just a fictional character, but I've really related to it. Yeah. Anyway, I don't think I'm going to be recording much longer, because this is going to be quite a long video. It's already over 31 minutes. So, yeah, let's finish sorting my inventory out. And then, yeah, we'll do what we gotta do. Alright, redstone in here. And that's my sword. Alright. Inventory all sorted now. Okay. I'll give you a world tour of this maybe in the next video if I feel like doing so. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for just watching this video. I know it's quite a lengthy video. I didn't really do much. It was mostly just mining and just chatting. But yeah, it's quite a chilled out video today. I hope you enjoyed it anyway, but it was mostly just a little update from me about where I'm at, what I'm doing, you know, and getting on with life. But yeah, I suppose I'll make videos again. You know, I did make a video earlier on in the year, but actually that was close to a year ago now, if not already a year ago. Regardless, I'm going to make videos as and when I want to, and I'm not going to force myself to do anything I don't want to do. If I don't want to make a video, I won't. And today, by happenstance, I just so wanted to make a video. So, anyway, that's going to be it from me today. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like. If you do want to see more content in the future, and you want to motivate me to make more videos, then do subscribe. Comments are always welcome. I do read comments, and if there's a comment worth replying to, I will reply to it. Even if it's just to say hi, I will say hello back. Anyway, so I hope you all have a good day. Take care, look after yourselves, stay safe, and keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing well. Alright, I don't know who needs to hear that, but I feel like I should tell you anyway. Alright, keep doing what you're doing, because you're doing well. Anyway, that's it from me. So, yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys. Bye.